Hi, welcome to the All Dyed Up Fibres podcast, take 2. I'm Diane.
And I'm Edith, and you can find us on Instagram. I gotta get this right. Instagram, Facebook, Ravelry, and our webpage, alldyedup.ca. And if you're new, hi, welcome. And if you're returning, thanks so much for coming back. We really appreciate it. And how are you doing?
I'm okay. Tired.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll get there.
Yeah. And we had started this once, and she got a phone call.
Right the phone right in the middle. And I'm like, really? Like, can you do this? Can you do that?
It was her
can
husband.
you? I'm like, yeah, I can, but you didn't, could you just say, Diane, like, I know that you're tired. Could you please? Could you? Well, I could. That doesn't mean I'm going to.
He knows
anyway,
you're
it's
on the
just
road.
it's just one of those days.
He knows you're on the road.
Yeah.
And he's trying to be efficient, right?
He's trying to be efficient for him.
I'm trying to help you, Jen. Yeah.
There's no help in the man today, so we might as well just move on.
Okay, I won't do that. So, well,
that pretty much sums it up how I am today. I'll try to behave.
that's all right. Should I show this?
Yes, before
Before it happens again,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what happened. I took a needle felting class at the local museum. It was a fundraiser for the museum. And so this is what I made. I made a little bunny, a rabbit, and it was a lot of fun. I'd never needle felted anything. Like I've done the nano felting with the scarf where you use the same fiber, but I've never done this. But I liked it. It was fun. It was different, and we like anything fibery, craftsy, and it was a good time. So the lady, the instructor, was hired by the museum. Her name is Adele Webster from Glocka Moira Farms and Studio, GLOCCA MORA Farms and Studio, located on Highway 15 in Kingston, Ontario. And from what I gather, they do have a Facebook page, but they also have a greenhouse, a seasonal farm stand, and artist studio. And the artist studio offers, it says, creative workshops all year round. So if you want to check them out on Facebook or however, it's GLOCCA MORA Farms and Studio. And so it just happened to, it was fun. I liked it. But while I'm doing this first, I have taken this from a dog twice in the last half hour. I set it on the coffee table so that I could show you, and then he comes prancing along all happy, and I'm like, what are you doing? And then I see this sticking out of his mouth.
And then she
like
said,
this.
Out of the blue, she just thought, why you love me? What I do?
And I'm running for blackmail treats. Drop it.
Thought she was going to throw me a dog treat for a minute. What I do?
So I get it from him, and I think I have it tucked away safe, and it wasn't 5 minutes. Prince out, and he had it again. So I'm not sure. We'll just stick it up here. Maybe we can keep an eye on it to us, because I don't trust him.
Edith.
Anyway, but what?
That looks like a mouse.
Oh no.
The couch.
Well, it's not. We know it's
There's a
not.
mosquito in here.
So the reason that's kind of additional funny is Aaron from Fling Your String. There we go. Yeah, it is. Excuse us. Aaron from Fling Your String has a podcast with Tiffany. Oh, she has her own, Aaron P. And then she also has, she's knitting at Tiffany's and with added bling. So anyway, Erin is doing a mystery knit along, but it's a toy knit along. And so she's knit the body of a toy, and she doesn't know what it's going to be, because each week you get a clue, or however often you get a clue. And her cat took the body of the toy and consistently takes this toy body to the point where Erin's just giving it to the cat, and she's going to knit another one for the make along. But like, these animals and our treasures, like, come on. Anyway.
Yes.
So I was thinking of Aaron this morning. You're chasing the cat, I'm chasing the dog.
Yeah.
Anyway.
My son brought a cat in the house that was born at the barn. It's a nice looking cat. Named him Larry.
Larry.
Diane and Larry are not getting along.
You're not having a good day. This might not be a good day for Larry.
I remember Mom used to have a saying, you were grumpy and all the rest of it. Did you get in a bed on the wrong side today?
Well, I think did you get on the wrong side of the bed?
Honest to God, I rolled out on the wrong side this morning. I'll tell you.
Well.
It's just like, don't get in my way. But anyway, this cat, we've podcasted from my house before, and I've explained to you, sometimes you might hear water running. Well, in the corner of my living room, we have a 90-gallon fish tank. This cat and I are going to, he has done everything he can do. Like, short of climbing up the curtains to get in this. I said to my son, that cat's got to go to the garage, because I tell you, if it gets in that fish tank, what it's going to do to get out.
Oh, no.
So, it's 90 gallons of water on a hardwood floor. It's like, I'll tell you, Larry and Diane.
Larry was looking for lunch. Going fishing. Oh,
Larry and Diane are just not jiving, so I was there first.
Yeah. Larry's got to go.
Larry's got
to learn his territory.
Larry's got a whole lot of training to get done quite quickly.
He must be grown.
He's a beautiful cat. He's a nice looking cat, but I'll tell you,
yeah. Oh, well. Well, have you been knitting at all, or do you want to talk about that? We were just at the Knitters, the Picton. Well, we went to the Knitters Fall. We talked about that last time.
Yeah. We
just went to the Picton, the Prince Edward County Fibre Festival. We were vendors on Saturday. So do we want to talk about that first?
Yes, we might as well. Yes.
I had a ball. How about you?
Yes.
You're tired. That's why you're tired.
I'm tired. I was tired going in.
Yeah, we were tired. Yeah, we were busy. We were busy.
It's just been busy for us,
but it was. I don't know if it works in your mouth.
It's been busy for us, but it's also at home. It's spring, and when you live on a farm, you're busy there too. So it's just kind of been. I don't get overwhelmed easy, but this last week I've just been kind of wow. But anyway, in the Fibre Festival, I thought was great.
Great.
It was amazing.
I had a ball.
It was busy, and it was. Yeah, there was so many people, nice people that stopped by and supported us, and we met people, and it was fun.
Yeah, I was thinking this morning, I don't even care if we sell any yarn. That's a terrible thing to say. I just really liked meeting everybody, chatting with the people, and seeing our familiar friends and the friends we see at all the festivals, and that I just love, and. You know who you are.
And kills me. The one lady, Edith, looked at me, and she kind of, we know each other's looks, so she kind of gave me the look like, we should know her.
I know her from somewhere.
And I'm looking at her and going, like, there's something familiar, but how or whatever, I don't know, right? And so anyway, a couple of years ago, we were on the Pearl and Jay's bus trip to Twist, and she was on the bus.
Yeah, and I remembered her face.
She remembered her face, and she turned. So I said to her, like, I started talking to her, can I help you, and that kind of thing. And I said to her, you look so familiar to us. And so we started putting the pieces of the puzzle together.
I said to Diane, it's on a bus. Because I was busy with some other people, so I was sort of trying to talk around. I said,
ask her if she was on the bus. Well, sure enough, she was on the bus. And she just turned, she went, oh my God, you're the sisters. I was like, yeah, yes.
I mean, I can't remember what I had for lunch 2 days ago, but I can remember her face from a bus 2 years ago. It was a gift, I guess. But yeah, no, lots of. It was just a great day, and yeah, I don't know where.
We had a great chat with Tiffany and Aaron.
Yeah, hi girls.
Hi, and we met Sheila
from Three Sisters Knit, and Tiffany and Aaron, like I said, knitting at Tiffany's, and Aaron P. and. Check out their podcast.
And the Three Sisters Knit podcast with Sheila and Margaret. They're sisters.
Yeah.
And
and one more thing. Erin is Bling Your String. Did I say that?
Yeah, you did.
I'm sorry.
And so check out their podcast. We watch them. They're great too.
Leslie has Rosehaven.
Yeah.
She has a podcast and she has a store in Picton. She was there. It was nice to see her.
She and her husband Tim podcast together.
So yeah, check them out.
Christopher Walker stopped by Cabin Boy Knits, and he has some really cool things going on and coming.
We met Elizabeth from Sweet Paprika.
Yeah.
Anyway, we shouldn't start naming names because then I always feel like terrible when I forget
from
people.
Euphoria stopped by and had a nice visit, and
we saw
she's got some exciting things going on. She's just opened a new Etsy shop, so check out Euphoria on Etsy.
Holly from Happy Cat Design.
Yes.
She gave us a wave, and
there was just so many people. And people that I had met just recently at the yarn store stopped by. Christine and Kathy. We saw Kathy.
I know, we shouldn't do this. We start naming names, man. It's bad.
So if we haven't named you, we've forgotten you. It's, we don't mean anything. There's no ill intent. We just can't name everybody that stopped through, and we could go on forever.
We did meet a lady that, what she does, she gave us this. So what she does is you can subscribe to a yarn box.
It's like a subscription.
Yeah. So it's a yarn crush box. So every month they send you a box and it has yarn, and you choose whether you would like a cool, warm, or neutral color. And then there's usually a little gift. There's knitting or crochet patterns in it if you're a knitter or a crocheter, sorry. And you can subscribe to it. So they have a website where you can check it out. But anyway, there's the information if you'd like to check them out. And I read in here that this magazine comes with the subscription, and this magazine is great.
It is nice.
Yeah, I was looking at it, wishing I could order just the magazine. Not that I don't want the yarn, but it's a nice magazine. Like, there's a little shawlette in there, and there's patterns for fun food. You knit them.
They're knit?
Yeah, they're knit.
Cool.
Yeah, and I think you can order the patterns off their website for those. I looked at, and there's instructions on how to do different stitches, and anyway, it's just a really, really nice package.
Yeah, it's well put together, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's nice.
And so if you get a chance, check them out. Like I said, and the subscription might be something that people are interested in. So anyway, one more time. There you go. So yeah, and one other thing I thought. Diane was somewhere else at the frolic. She was talking to someone or visiting. Walking around. So this lady walks up and she's got a little uniform on, and she gives me this card. And she says, if you'd like lunch, so here's what it is. She has out at the back, they had different food vendors, and she had a food truck. And she goes, if you'd like lunch, just call me. She said, I'll bring it in. And I'm thinking, because I'm old, right? I'm slow. I don't get this. I'm thinking, call you, order, pickup, like I'm not home, right? And then I'm cluing in. Okay, so I open it up. There's a menu in here on what you could order, and on the back, there's her cell phone number. So I'm thinking, yeah, I've got my cell phone. I'm in the booth. So I call her up, and I didn't do it, but I would call her up and say, okay, I'll take a barbecued pulled pork, booth D11, and they deliver. Like, I thought that was the coolest idea. I said, wow, man, that's cool.
We did not get out there.
No.
Back, but I said, I'll bet you that food truck out there has a lineup. I said, so we could take orders in our booth and have them deliver it. And that poor delivery person's going to think, oh my God, those two women just ate 12 hamburgers.
Yeah, no. But,
that's cool.
Yeah, what a neat idea, though, eh? Good for you. That's cool. So, anyway, what else do we want to talk about? Want to talk about festivals coming up, or do we get to knitting?
Yeah, we're on the festival thing. Let's just get it done.
Okay, so, June the 9th. I'm talking too much.
No, go ahead. I'm tired and bitchy. So
okay, just sorry.
Because the filter's a little bit.
Just let me know if I'm chit-chatting.
No, you're doing okay.
The Kawartha Yarn and Fibre Festival, June the 9th, from 10 to 5 at Fenland Falls Secondary School in Lindsay Street in Fenland Falls, Ontario. So this is going to be quite the festival. I think it's going to be
Me
a
too.
lot of
There's
fun.
been a lot on social media about that festival.
Yeah. They'll be showcasing local and independent vendors with mini markets for small businesses designed specifically to help small businesses. We attract passionate fiber artists of all types: knitters, crocheters, spinners, and felters. That's what I was looking for. And there are classes. I'm not sure if you can still get in on those or not, but it's if you Google it, Kawartha Yarn and Fibre Festival, I'm sure you'll find it. So we're going to be there as vendors June the 9th. And there's a new Fibre Festival coming up on August the 25th. We're not vending, but we know some of the people that are, and it'd be great to show them support. But it's, anyway, there's that one.
Gary's first Fibre Festival.
Dedicated to yarn, fiber, and all items related to knitting, crocheting, weaving, needle felting, spinning, and anything else we may have forgotten. Saturday, August the 25th at the Berry Curling Club. So, anyway, that's going to be fun. And the Yarker Farmers Market that we talked about last year, we're not doing it this year.
No.
But we're sending love and good vibes to those that
I
are.
stop by.
Yeah.
Stop by. A cousin of ours is a vendor there, Quilts for Keeps. And she said, Diane, if do you want to come and sit in my booth and help me? Come on ahead.
Yeah.
So I just may do that.
Yeah.
I just may go and help out Karen.
So there's the list of the dates. If I don't know if it'll show up or not, but and once again, they have a Facebook page.
They have a Facebook page, and they've also have an Instagram
feed, right?
So you can follow them on Instagram if you're interested in the market days and what's going on with the market. So it's Riverside United Church is where it is at, and it's their farmers market.
Okay, so I think that's all my little papers down to the knitting.
Yeah.
What are you knitting?
Well, I have a couple of. Where do you want to start with? Whips, fish dog?
I don't.
Do you care?
Just whatever
Okay.
you reach is the closest.
Well, that shawl that I was working on, and I showed it on the last podcast, it is done, and it was for somebody else. It's actually a sample knit for Knit Traders, and it's on a hanger hanging in the store. So I did take a picture of it. So I will put a picture of either, probably at the end, because it's easier to edit, just siphon through and stick it in here. I'll just put it at the end. And then I finished this toque. I don't know if I even started this toque before, but I finished this toque. It's a sample. It's going to the downtown store.
Yeah, so explain the stores. I don't know if we talked about that.
Okay, so Knit Traders
in Kingston,
Ontario. There is a store on Gardner's Road, which has been there for a long time. I don't know how many years, but anyway. Last July, Tricia,
who owns a store,
bought that store. And then 1st of May, she opened a second location, a sister store. So the one on Gardner's Road is Knit, Stitch, Spin. They carry spinning fiber, and there's wheels there and that kind of thing.
Nice.
Then on Princess Street, at 208 Princess Street, it's between the Grand Theatre and Montreal Street. Yeah. Anyway,
Definitely really
Kingston. They have it's Knit, Stitch, Sew. So the shawl is in Gardner's Road. This is going downtown.
Mm-hmm. And if you Google both of them, they do come up.
Yeah, she has a website. Knit Trace has a website for both of them.
No, you Google independently. You type in Knit, Stitch, Sew, and it comes up its own thing. Okay. And you type knit, and then Knit Traders and Knit, Stitch, Spin comes up. Yep, you can find them. Yeah, so they're there.
Anyway, this is just a little toque, and it's a free pattern from Cavalry.
Nice.
Glasses on, so you can see. It's called Seamless Hat, Bluebell Rib for a Lady, and I felt kind of bad because these are 50-gram balls, and I had to craft. she gave me 3 because I wasn't sure how far.
Mhm.
So anyway, I had to crack into a second one. I got this much left. It just seemed like a shame.
A shame, right?
Just a shame, but either that or half a toque.
Well,
3/4 of a toque,
yeah.
actually.
And you can get the pom poms there as well.
Yeah, pom poms, the whole project.
Pom pom.
Yeah.
And what's the yarn, Diane?
It is
Erica Knight.
the Erica Knight medium vintage wool, 50-gram balls, pure British wool.
It's beautiful.
It is, and it's nice to work with.
Nice.
So I don't know if
And that's downtown.
yeah, this yarn is downtown. I picked it right off the shelf.
Good. Lots of colors, I bet.
Yep. So that's about true to the color too of it, isn't it?
Mhm. It's gorgeous.
Yeah. So it's in the downtown store, and it's not in the uptown store. It's
And then you said the pad, and what needle sizes and everything?
4.5, 4.5 circular needle, and then
So is that like a worsted or a chunky?
it's a worsted. It's like a worsted.
Mhm.
Yeah. So anyway, that's a finished project that will be going. This is everybody's always looking for a pom pom tuft. That's where the pom pom came from, and it is alpaca.
Ooh.
It is something soft, isn't it?
Oh, it is. Yeah. That's nice.
So that's the
Cute.
second FO I have.
Cute.
So, do you have any finished objects?
Nope.
Nope.
No, ma'am.
Do you want me to go keep going?
Sure.
Okay, so this is gonna go to the store too.
Ooh. Have I seen this?
Nope. There's not very much of it done. This was a sit last night down and leave me alone world because I don't want to talk to you.
We're lucky we got her here today,
The B
folks.
word.
We're lucky we got her here
It's
today.
just like,
Excuse me.
yeah.
Oh.
And
this is
hockey,
fun.
the hockey Stanley Cup finals start tonight. So
Oh,
like,
do they?
yeah.
So your husband doesn't want you to talk to him
No,
either?
we don't want to talk to him. The world is gonna stop turning at our house, and I'm okay with it.
It's hockey.
So this is sitting in the back room at the store on the desk, and I thought, you know what, that's gonna be a store sample. I'm taking that home and knitting it because this yarn's been sitting here for a
Well, and I've heard of this pattern. It'd be fun to give it a try.
yeah.
Like for you to, if it's sitting there, gee, I would.
So it
What-
is
yeah.
the Jody shawl from Hoyt O'Catelli.
Cute.
And the Jody shawl, she designed it for Jody of the Grocery
Oh,
Girls.
the Grocery Girls. They have a podcast.
They have
if
a
anyone's not
podcast,
familiar.
and this is knit at a Bower yarn.
And what weight is it?
It's our sport weight.
It's a sport weight yarn. A sport weight pattern. Okay.
Yeah, so I've got this far.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so big. It's so interesting, isn't it?
Stop it. Oh, nice garter. Please quit. So what color? What did you dye that yarn?
Yes, I dyed it.
What color is it called?
Silversmith.
And this is one you dye quite a bit, right?
Yeah,
pretty
it's
it's very repeatable.
And I dyed this one too, and this one's eggnog.
That's nice.
It's called eggnog. It's one of
They're
ours.
gonna look good together.
And then
Oh,
charcoal.
charcoal's in there too.
Yeah, so it's gonna go like that. I'll go
Ooh.
this way, top down,
Okay.
like that.
Ooh. Let me see that pattern again. Do you mind? Are you?
I don't care. Do what you gotta do.
Okay, so yeah, so top down, light eggnog, and then dark on the bottom. Oh, there's a better picture.
Yeah, I just crunched it in the bag. Told you I made some mess.
You're fine. There
Oh,
you go.
yes.
Okay, so hold the colors
Not
up.
even that
Oh,
hot.
never mind. I'll leave it alone. That's gonna be a nice size.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Good for you.
Oh. Call the people. That's so mean, isn't it? Sit the hell in the bag. Quiet.
Jeepers.
Oh, and I have a pair of socks I've been working on at knit night, and I haven't been to knit night in so long, so they're just not even growing. And the sweater.
Oh yeah, the sweater. It was a class you took.
Yeah. Well, the sweater right now is a 3/4
Oh,
inch
yeah.
sleeve crop top.
Crop top. That's what you were saying on the weekend.
And I'll tell you right now, There is nobody that wants to see that in a worsted weight crop top ever. So it's in a bag. It's having a rest. And I'm hoping when I pull it out of the bag, it'll just grow itself. But anyway, one of the girls that was in the sweater class, hers is more of a midriff than a crop top. So I said, why don't we get together, because at the store on Thursday nights there is a knit night, and the teacher of the class actually goes to knit night and helps people that are stuck with their knitting. You can get instruction and that kind of thing.
That's good.
So anyway, nice I said, come into the store, we'll talk, we'll see how we can meet up, and we'll go to knit night together, and we'll just be monogamous on these sweaters until we get them done. So that's sort of the meal deal. So hopefully it will grow. I'm kind of hoping it's growing as we speak. But
right,
I don't
the
think
knitting
it's
fairies
happen.
are in there.
Yeah.
Hard at work. And that
just
knitting day.
like this to have it done.
It's going to be nice.
Hopefully it's done for Rhinebeck.
Yeah, we're going to Rhinebeck this year. We probably mentioned that. We didn't.
Oh, yeah, look, Rhinebeck's so far away, but we're going.
Yeah, so far. We're still yeah. Well, it'd be nice to have for Rhinebeck. It's October. It'd be cooler.
I don't know. Last year you was sweating your head.
You just censored yourself, didn't you? Thank you.
I was doing so good.
From all of us, we appreciate that. Thanks for the effort.
Did it pass?
Well, did you pass?
Yeah.
Well, it's not a test, but I did appreciate you checking yourself.
There's a little bit of a filter sometimes. Oh, man.
That's cute.
So
well, hopefully the sweater will finish up better than it has been. It's just
it'll come.
Tough. It's warm out, right? So it's tough to knit a worsted weight project, but it'll be good. You'll have fun.
We'll get there.
Yeah. Good.
Heck, by the time I paid for the class and paid for the yarn, and I paid, like that sweater should be spun in gold.
Oh dear.
Oh, but anyway.
It'll be lovely. It'll be lovely. Don't worry.
I told you I'm tired.
Yeah, you're fine.
What is that? That's kind of cool.
This is that sock that I mentioned the last time, and I leave it in my purse and I knit on it I've had to pick Becky up from the Via a couple of times lately, so if I'm waiting at the Via station or whatever. But
is that the one you started in Toronto?
Yeah. Right. So the spots are supposed to be like a leopard spotted sock when you're done, so the colors are supposed to pool, and they are. Like, they're cool. And so the yarn just changes. I don't know if you can tell that, but it just changes colors as you knit. And if your gauge is right, then you'll get spots. And I looked at the picture on the box, and like the spots aren't like bang on a circle. They're sort of wavy, and that's what's happening. So it's pretty. I was kind of excited about that. So I just have to knit on it some more, but I've been knitting on something else. So anyway, there's an update on those socks I showed last time. I still really like these needles, the Flexi Flips.
I like them too. I love them.
I really like them.
I do too.
Yeah, I do. And they have the dull point and the sharp point, and I would have thought I was a sharp point person. I would have told you that with all honesty, right to my toes. But I've started lately using the dull points, and I like them too. Mm-hmm. It's interesting. Anyway, it's fun. It's fun to be able to try new things.
I like them.
Yeah. And so what I have been knitting on is the mystery shawl.
Oh yeah.
So this is by it's Addition by Subtraction is the name of the mystery shawl. It's by Stitchual Designs. So the first clue came out April the 27th, I think, and then every week we get a clue, but it's written up like, I explained this the last time, it's written up like a novel, like a murder mystery, and it's from the point of view of the detective.
You are just way too freaking organized with the binder.
Oh, well,
plastic.
Flies all over. Oh, I put them in page protectors. Sorry. Anyway, so
I'll fold the pattern and stick it in the bag. Make a book.
So every week you get a chapter, and it tells you at the end of the chapter you get your knitting instructions. So then every week I would print off the next chapter, and you'd read it. There's a story that might be like a 3 or 4 page story in the chapter, and then at the end is your knitting instruction. So I did get behind because we were working on dyeing yarn for the Picton or the Prince Edward County Fibre Festival, but so it's over now, but I'm still one chapter behind. But anyway, here's what we have so far.
Holy Toledo.
So you chose your yarn. You had to choose 4 yarns based on the descriptions of characters that they told you were going to be in this story. So, so the pink, there was yarn A and yarn B were supposed to complement or contrast each other. So they said like a light and a dark of the same color would work. Yarn C was supposed to yarn C was supposed to be something totally different. It was supposed to be a pop of color. And yarn D was supposed to be something that tied A and B together. So you knit this is chapter 1 up to here, and you knit with all 4 chapters.
All 4 colors?
Or sorry, yeah, all 4 colors. And then this pink one, they were murdered at the end of chapter 1. It's like they're in a mansion and it's rain, thunderstorms, and somebody's missing, like Clue, the game Clue, So
it was Professor Plum in
the
library.
And because it's a free, it's a free thing. I think I can talk about it. But in the chapter, this character was pacing back and forth, so you can see where I've had to go back and forth with her color at certain spots. And so then the next chapter, they were all trying to work together, and so the story goes with the stitches, with the patterning that they've provided. And then on this chapter, the 2 of them speed off into the distance, so it's supposed to look like tire marks, but like one's down. I don't know if you can tell.
Yeah, you can.
And so one takes anyway. And then the last chapter, which I haven't quite got there yet, but it'll be just this color because the light blue character will be dying off in this section, and the last one will just be the black one. But from what I've read, the dark blue one, they weren't telling the truth. So their story's full of holes, and the last section is lace. Like, isn't that clever?
Mm-hmm. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, whoever created this, I mean, like this Tri-Stitchable Designs, like they put a lot of effort into this, because there are parts of the story that you can see it in here, but I mean, I'd be talking all day if I went through it all, but whatever. And once again, creative thinkers, right? Like, just like the chip truck lady.
And this is going to be big.
Yeah. And I thought, like, where it was a gene code or... Anyway. And so, you see what happened here? I get excited about silly things. But on this part, see the person was killed, so you drop a stitch. You drop that stitch, so you get a hole all the way down, but it's just in this section. So then in the next one, there's another spot there, and I'll drop that stitch. Here it is up here. And then I'm going to get a hole in that section. Anyway, it's, like I said, talk too much. But anyway, it's really fun. It was really a fun mystery knit along, and I would do it again with these people. And so I was trying to find something where I can show you who they are. Tri-Stitchable Designs. I don't know if you can see that or not. Anyway, you see the one, it's right here, but if you look for them on Ravelry. It was called the Addition by Subtraction.
What yarn are you using, Edith?
I'm using ours. Excuse me, I dropped. I'm using ours. So this is step 1 blue. This one I dyed for it to go, and I have never named it. There's only this fall. I just dyed one to go with the blue for the knit along. This is called Chick Flick. I've got the onion bag things on them.
Where'd you find in bags?
Knit Traders. Kingston, I think. No?
I don't know. I've never seen them there.
Okay, no, I didn't get them there then. They're a knitting thing. I got them at a knitting shop somewhere, but they're just. Oh, sorry. Yeah, they're handy because when you kink up your yarn, sometimes I find
That's not what I need them for.
Oh, but that's what they're for. They are knitting things. So there's I think 3 or 4 of them in a bag, and they're all scrunched together. They look like that. and then they expand, and just put your cake of yarn in there to keep it tidy, keep it from going all over the place. And it just, as you use your yarn, it squishes it in. Because I use a center pull. I pull the yarn from the middle. Right? I guess if you couldn't use it if you took it from the outside, but because I'm a center pull person, it just holds it all together, and that's that. And then this one, what is this one called? Bits of Truth, or it's one of ours. It's one I die. I think it's Bits of, or just a Fleck. Sorry, I don't know. I don't know.
If you had seen that booth in Picton, you'd know why we can't remember the names to everything.
I'll know it when I see it. It's either, I think it's just a Fleck. Anyway, that's ours. Our yarn. It is our merino nylon sock weight.
I need one of those yarn condoms.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know why?
Why?
What did I buy on the weekend?
Oh yeah. We'll get to that in a second. And I'm knitting them on my Pearl and J square needles. They say Pearl and J on them.
What do you think of those?
I love them.
I like them too.
They're Louette, right? Is that Louette square?
Yeah.
They're called, and like they swivel on here, so that when you're knitting away, you don't have to worry about they're not interchangeables. Like they're
fixed.
They're fixed, but they swivel.
I like the points.
And they got a great point. And I like a square knitting needle. I've got another set, and I like them.
We hold our knitting differently.
We do.
And you like the squares better for that reason.
Must be, eh?
I like the tips.
Yeah, I like a lot of things about these needles. I would highly recommend them. And like I say, you can get them on
Pearl and J
roving yarn truck. And I'm gonna get some more. I saw them on the weekend. Pearl and J was there at the Fibre Festival, but I didn't really have a project in mind for them, so then I didn't know what size would be the best size.
Were you up to her truck?
No, but I knew they were there. I just didn't know.
I was going to take a look at the truck, and I just took a walk to the door for a minute, and I thought, I don't have time to wait in that line.
Yeah, like I know
they were lined right up to get in that truck. So.
Yeah, and I know I like the needles. I know she has them, but anyway, I just didn't know what size. Anyway, and I've got this in my dollar store bag.
We'll see Joe anyway.
Yeah. So that's all my knitting. I think that's everything.
Yeah. Do you have any acquisitions?
No, I didn't buy anything at Fibre Festival or at the Picton Fibre Festival. I didn't buy anything. I walked around a couple times with my wallet, thinking I was kind of had my eye out. I was looking for a self-striping sock yarn. I haven't done self-striping socks, and because I'm doing spotted ones, I guess I just must have something going on about socks that aren't just plain. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah.
I didn't see them. What?
Are you going all groovy on it?
Well, you have in your mind one way you think I am, and then there's me. And you're slowly learning.
Groovy?
I'm just me. Yeah. So I did sort of keep my eye out, but I know there's some really good yarn dyers out there that do stripes.
Yeah.
And there's the yarn.
We'll come across them again.
Oh yeah, like is it the Cozy
Knitter?
Cozy Knitter and the Yarn
Enabler.
Yeah, in Ontario, they're up to 401, so we'll keep our eye out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christine and I'm gonna get in trouble. Anyway, never mind.
Sorry.
I can see you.
So when we were at the Fibre Festival, I did some shopping.
Yes.
I blew the hell out of the budget. It was kind of a want and not a need, but I did it anyway. So fun is gonna come my way. Yeah. I bought, instead of being cranky, I'm gonna be a cranker.
Or a cranky cranker. Depending if you can get off.
It depends on what side of the bed I get in.
Yeah. So you bought
I bought a crank sock machine. So, yeah, I'm gonna play with that
and like
they're fun.
So the history, from what I understand, correct me if I'm wrong,
Okay.
they were the soldiers in one of the world wars, the last World War. They were suffering from trench foot and gout, and the government offered knitting machines to anyone that would. The wives, just the wives.
Yeah, it was to the women so they could crank socks.
But not just a soldier's wife. Could be anybody.
It was a government program.
Yeah. And I knew, so people, I was just thinking people that would make socks for the soldiers, and they would get a machine.
Yeah, and typically in Canada, they were near the ports for the boats that came in and that kind of thing.
Okay.
So people, the Maritimes, like that way, Quebec, wherever, like west, near the oceans.
Okay.
There was a program, and they cranked out socks, and they had a quota of how many socks they were to do a day or whatever. So there was these sock machines, and they were distributed, and basically it said typically the women ran them, and they would get like a paid or however the program worked.
Maybe they got paid with the machine.
There was a quota, right? So I think that's how they kind of put groceries on the table and took care of children and stuff that were home, made money while their soldiers were away. And so anyway, then after the war,
they had all these machines. And so now they're being refurbished.
Yeah. You can buy them new, but they're hard to find. And
so you found one.
I found mine's refurbished. Mine's old.
And the gentleman was at the show, and he sold you the machine.
Yeah. I had seen him previously in Peterborough at the show, and I've been looking for a machine for a while and just kind of thought about them and looked at them, but they're hard to find. I've looked them up on the internet and that kind of thing, and I was always if it wasn't new, I was afraid to buy it online for fear I would get it and not all the parts were there, or because they're quite a thing to watch to move. I wouldn't have a clue on how to fix it.
And you wouldn't know if you're missing parts.
No, I wouldn't know. So anyway, this gentleman was there, and he was cranking socks and that kind of thing. So we had a chat and kind of got to know him a little bit. We've seen him a few times. And so anyway, he had messaged me and said he had a refurbished machine and a bit of history on it and that kind of thing. So I researched it. And anyway, he brought it to Picton, and I bought it and brought it home.
Yeah, and you're having fun?
Watching videos.
Trying to figure out how to. And he did, at the show, he would say, Diane, if you got a minute, come on.
He was right across from us, so
I'll show you how to do this. And Diane, if you got a minute. And when it was quiet, he was very nice to help you along, I thought.
And then, even last night, I think, emails come through on my phone, the phone will ding. So I was starting that Jody shawl, and my phone went off, and I thought, I wonder who that is. And it was him, and he'd sent a list of links that you can go through, and it shows you how to set the machine up and how to,
Isn't that nice?
To use it, and how to do socks, and all that kind of thing. So he's been a really
great customer service.
Great customer service, very supportive, friendly. If you're interested or anything, just go on our website and message me, and I'll send you his email address, and maybe he can hook you up.
Mm-hmm. I'll show you some socks once we get the hang of it. We'll show you how to do that.
Yeah.
Good.
So guess what everybody's getting for Christmas?
Yay. Your boys will love it.
Yeah. So I was sitting there, and a lady walked by, and she looks at me, she goes, "Oh, that's cheating." And I thought about that, and I thought, I'm a knitter. I can rip off socks pretty quick, and I don't look at it as cheating. I look at it as another form of, it's like
learning something new.
Yeah, it's like spinning, or you're a hand knitter, or you're a cranker, or a felter, or a quilter.
It's just fun to try new things.
Yeah. Being led down another rabbit hole.
Good for you. Good for you. You're learning, right?
Yeah, cool. Learning something new, and it's exciting, and it was kind of neat when I got it home, because my husband likes antiques. And he looked at it, and he was quite intrigued. And so, it's good. Fun.
Good.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, we've been babbling now for about 45 minutes.
I'll let you go. Sorry.
Yeah, I've got a big day ahead of me. I've got stuff I've got to do, and
you all.
I have to go home and go back to bed and get out on the right side.
Oh dear.
Nap time.
All right. Well, thanks so much for stopping by. We truly do appreciate it.
Yes, and thanks for the great weekend, and hi to everybody.
And like we said before, I don't do show notes anymore, unless there's a demand for them. But if you have any questions about anything you've seen, please get in touch with us, and we will answer your question.
Yeah, if you go on our website, there's a contact button, and you hit that, and it puts right through to an email. And like I said, it comes right through to my phone. So
if they can figure out YouTube, they can figure out how to get hold of us.
No kidding.
Anyway, thanks a lot.
Thank you
Take
for
care.
stopping by from visit.
Bye.
Yeah, you got it. No, it's still going.